Okay, Hare Krishna. Welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. There are prayers on my screen. You can repeat with me. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmita Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati So Padantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shukta Padagamanam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Savagana Rghunata Mitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Mitamsha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु भयवच पतितानां भावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So, welcome again to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. We are discussing from Bhagavad Gita, and we are taking. We are also reading Gitartha Sangraha, which is summary study of Srila Yamunacharya, who is a Sri Vaishnava, and we are discussing his summaries that he has given for each and every chapter. So today we'll be starting discussion on the fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Last week we completed third chapter, so we will go into the fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So this was his summary for the third chapter, where he says that we should do our karma without attachment. Basically he's talking about karma yoga, and it should be for lok rakshaye, that is benefit and welfare of the people. We should understand the modes are acting, so we are not the doer and we are not the only doer. Okay, the modes are pushing us to do certain activities, and then we offer everything to Sri Krishna. So this whole thing is called karma yoga. Now in the fourth chapter, which is continuation of the karma yoga only, Krishna at the initial he spoke about himself. So while talking he spoke about himself. So some people consider it like a detour, but there is some reason to it. So we'll get into the summary shloka for chapter 4. Prasangat swabhava swaswabhava prasangat swaswabhava prasangat swaswabhava voktikah कर्मणः अकर्मता अस्य च भेद ज्ञानस्य महात्म्यायं चतुर्था अध्याय उच्यते. Chaturtha Adhyaya means fourth chapter. In the fourth chapter, as a matter of fact, he spoke about Avatar Rahasya. He spoke about Avatar Rahasya, meaning secret of his appearance. Krishna was not asked about it, but he spoke about it. So while talking, we may change topics. Sometimes we may talk in one theme and then we may suddenly jump to something else. So something like this happened here, that Krishna suddenly started speaking about his avatar rahasya, secret of his appearance. Then karmanah akarmanat. So in karma there is akarmanat. So here akarmanat means jnana yoga. So Arjuna was previously interested in Jnana Yoga. Why? Because Krishna says Durena. You can keep all the abominable, difficult, ghastly activities away in Jnana Yoga. You can become sannyasi, you can just meditate or travel, you don't have to take part in this war. So Arjuna was very much liking Jnana Yoga path. He said, wow, this is a very nice thing. That's what I want to do. I don't want to fight. So I will take to Jnana Yoga. But then we know Krishna told Arjuna, Uttishta, get up and fight. Leave lethargy and fight. So therefore Arjuna was thinking, Krishna, you are talking about Jnana Yoga. That sounds very interesting for me. But then you are telling me to do Karma Yoga, to go and fight. What exactly you want me to tell? What exactly you want me to do? That was the starting point of third chapter, with the question of Arjuna. You are equivocal about both things, Krishna. Hmm? So if you look at that verse, you will just understand what Arjuna is trying to say. Oh. ज्यायसी चेत कर्मणस्ते मत बुद्धिर जनार्दन तम तत्किम कर्मणि घोरे मां नियोजसी केशव. Oh Krishna, why do you want me to engage in this ghastly war? If you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work, the path of Jnana Yoga is better than this karma. What is this karma? Fighting and killing my own people. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do. Vyaya mishrena vyakyena buddhim. Vyamishreena vakyena buddhim mohayassiva me tad ekam vada nischita yena shreyo aham apnuyam. Vyamishrena means equivocal.
Prabhuji, we are having a repetition of third chapter, na? First.
Not repetition. I'm just going over the question of Arjuna.
Arjuna. Okay.
And then we will go to fourth chapter. Because fourth chapter is actually continuation of his whole thing.
Yeah, right, Prabhuji. Yeah, right.
Okay. So Arjuna is thinking that Krishna is talking equivocal. He is telling me to do Jnana Yoga also, and then he's telling me to do Karma Yoga also. So decisively tell me, which is best beneficial for me. Tell me, Krishna. So Krishna gave the whole third chapter and he said, do Karma Yoga. He said, do Karma Yoga with this understanding you do. Okay, with this understanding you do. Now in the fourth chapter, see, it's not like Krishna talked third chapter and then said third chapter and now I will start fourth chapter. No, this division of chapters are done by Vyasadeva or by some Acharya. So they look at themes and what is talked and then they divide that chapter. Okay, but when Krishna was talking, it was one flow only. So in that flow, Arjuna had a doubt. Krishna, you are glorifying Karma Yoga, you are giving example of Janaka Maharaj, father of Sita. Is this something new that you are telling me? So to resolve that doubt, Krishna talked about this avatar rahasya, about his appearance. 5 6 shlokas are there in the start. He talked about it. Then then in karma one should see akarma, meaning one should see the jnana part in it. So Arjuna, don't think that there is no jnana in karma. There is. And then bheda jnanasya okay, Veda means in the fourth chapter Krishna talks about 13 types of different karma yoga from 4.25 to 32. And then Jnanasya Mahatmyam. So at the end, Krishna talks about the glories of knowledge. Now this knowledge is not exactly Jnana Yoga knowledge. It is the Jnana with which one does Karma Yoga. It is the knowledge by which one does Karma Yoga. That is being glorified. Okay? That is being glorified. Okay, we'll get into the chapter. श्री भगवान उवाच इमं विवस्वते योगां प्रोक्तावान् अहम् अव्ययं विवस्वां मनवे प्राह मनुर इक्ष्वाकवे अब्रवीत. So Krishna says, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to sun god Vivaswan. Vivaswan instructed to Manu, father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed to Ikshvaku. So the same knowledge, Arjuna had a doubt. Is this something new that Krishna is saying? No, 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 this is not new. It's a old knowledge only, ancient knowledge. Okay. It is so ancient, I gave it to sun god. So another name of sun god is, so another name of Surya Devata is Vivaswan.
Vivaswan.
Vivaswan's son is, I think, Manu. Manu's son is Ikshvaku. I may be wrong here, but anyway, or I may be correct also. No. Okay, it's not mentioned, but yeah. So same verse is there in Mahabharata also. Treta Yugo Tato Yugo Vivaswan Manave. In Mahabharata also similar verses there where Ikshvaku is the line where Ramachandra appeared. Ikshvaku. So this knowledge was given to Ikshvaku, meaning it was given much, much, much hundreds and thousands years ago. So if we calculate whatever is there in this list, when they lived and all, then it comes out to be nearly 120 million years ago. That means 12 crores, right? Isn't it? 120 million is 12 crores. So this knowledge is this old. So Arjuna had a doubt. So these are notes from Ramanujarya, Srila Ramanujarya's commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Some of it, okay, not all of it, some of the notes are there. So what he says is Arjuna had a doubt. Is this something new? Krishna is saying no. I gave it to Vivaswan. Why Vivaswan? Because Suryadevata is full of effulgence. Darkness cannot be near to him. Physical darkness and even darkness of knowledge, it cannot be near. So he gave this knowledge to him. This knowledge is Avyayam. Avyayam means never destroyed. Now, when we talk about karma, it always has a start and end. So how can it be Avyayam, never destroyed? So two reasonings he gives. One is that the karma yoga itself is eternal. Even when there is unmanifested state, the whole universe is destroyed. Everyone is in the body of Mahavishnu. The karma yoga knowledge still sits in the heart of Mahavishnu. So that way it is never destroyed. Second is karma yoga gives perfection. It can give moksha. So if the fruit is eternal, moksha is eternal, so fruit is eternal, the via medium that we get is also eternal. Even that way it is never destroyed. Okay. And one of the example given here is about chess. Now the question is, how is jnana there in karma? Karma we do with hands, right? We do with hands, legs. But who actually drives those hands and legs? It is the intelligence, right? It is the brain. Brain in sense, not the physical brain, but the subtle brain, which is the intelligence. That is driving, right? So therefore, how does the intelligence drive? Because it has jnana in it. It has knowledge in it. This is how knowledge is there in karma. Karma doesn't happen on its own. It happens due to knowledge. Okay, there is a part of knowledge that is being working behind the scene. This is how one sees jnana in karma. One doesn't need to go to pure jnana yoga, and in pure jnana yoga actually there is no karma, that is also there. Hmm? There is no karma only because they take sannyas. They leave actually, they go to forest away from civilization. But Arjuna cannot do all these things. Even if he tries, he will fail. So these are some points from Srila Ramanujarya on this verse. Next verse. If there are any questions, any comments, you can interrupt and ask me. Okay. एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम इमाम राजर्षो विदुः स काले नेह महता योगो नष्ट परंतपा. So this knowledge was through chain of disciplic succession. The Raj Rishis understood it this way. In course of time, it was broken. So word used is nashta. Nashta could also mean destructed. Hmm? So few points we talked about destruction. Is it complete destruction? Destruction, nashta. Nashta means destroyed. Means is it completely destroyed or what? So actually it is not completely destroyed, it's almost destroyed. What does that mean is this knowledge of karma yoga, okay, this knowledge of karma yoga was not known to common people. In that sense, it is destroyed. But this knowledge was known to sages, it knowledge was known to pure devotees like Vidura, Bhishma. They knew all this knowledge. They knew about this karma yoga. But common person was not knowing this. In that way, it was broken. So to establish that, Krishna came and gave Bhagavad Gita to everybody. Arjuna, you know. And now it is to everyone. Common person also knows this. Okay. Now, if you see here, the parampara system is there, and if you see, father is giving this knowledge to son. Like Manu, father of mankind, he gave it to Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku gave it to his own son, and ultimately it came to Sri Ram. Sri Ram gave this knowledge to his sons, and it continued like that. Okay, so the practical understanding of this is that legacy. So any man or woman leaving this world should leave a legacy. This is what Shastras say. How can they leave a legacy? Two ways. One is Putram and another one is Shisham. Putram means through his sons and grandsons. Like if somebody leaves the body, then the newspaper, if you see, it is written like this. This person died. Now he is survived by his wife and children. Right? How he has survived? He has not survived. He left. He died. Na? No. His legacy is survived. Through whom? Through his children. Okay. Now, if children are not there or children are not qualified and all that, then Shisham, through his students, he should impart that knowledge. Sometimes great businessmen, they may not have children. Okay. Then what they do? They part that knowledge, that expertise to the people who are working under him, right? Senior executives and all. This is how they pass the legacy. So even we should try to see that we are passing the legacy. Previously, if someone would not have a son, then they would do all kinds of yajna puja to get a son, because this continuing a legacy was considered a very great dharmic karya. So that's why there are so many chapters. Like here itself, there is a legacy, father, son, and all. Similarly, in other shastras like Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Srimad Bhagavatam, we see the legacy. We see the I would say the family lineage. right? The family lineage. Let me see if I have that. Srimad Bhagavatam family tree. Okay, so nice, very nice. Too big. It's to 200. Okay. So here there are two types of legacy. One is this is just too big. Oh, sorry, this is a very complicated tree. There are two types. It is one is Shishya and then there is Putra. Both Shishya and Putra is there in this. It's a little complicated. Let me get some easy one. I download this. I should have this. It's okay. Again, same picture. Let's see. I want to pick a picture. Hmm. So you see, this is like a family tree, which appears in Srimad Bhagavatam. So here both kind of trees are there. Like Brahma is giving his knowledge to his sons, Swayambhu Manu. Hmm? Then to Rishi Munis like Pulatsya, Bhrigu, Atreya, Kratu, Agnigira, Vashishta, Kumaras, and they have children, Priyavat, and the knowledge is passed down to all this. Like this is Priyavat's line, this is Uttanapada Dhruva, this is Dhruva's line. Then he had three sisters, Devahuti. Devahuti married Kapila. No, no, no. She married Kardama Muni, and Kapila was the son. She had nine daughters, and they married Rishi Munis, like that. Dhruva's line is there. He had one more Manu. Then Vaivatsa Manu is another line. So all these lineage is what? Hmm? This is legacy, legacy lineage, legacy both kinds. So like knowledge, morality, dharma, like that. So this is very important. In today's world, we should also see how do we leave a legacy. So one more reason of legacy is what? Can you tell? One more reason of why the Shastras are so much giving importance to legacy. Can you give me example? What can we do for the departed soul? What all things can we do for the departed soul? Yes. What all can we do for this departed soul? what do you do in your family for the departed souls in your family? What do? You do something, right? Every year you do something. On the day they leave, on the day they left, you do something. What is that called? That whole process? You can hear me, right? Can you hear me? Ah, can you hear me? Oh, man.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. So, what we do for the departed souls? Hmm? What we do for the departed souls? Have you heard about Shraddha? Shraddha, Pindadan, Tarpana. What does that all that means? Do you know these things? Shraddha, Pindadan, Tarpana. What does that mean? Anyone?
Prabhuji, different rituals like for the Shanti of Atma.
Hmm. Okay, Shanti of the Atma. Then every year we get this Amavasya, na? What is that Amavasya called?
Moni Amavasya, no, no.
No, it comes in Shravan, na? One of the Amavasya, where it's a whole week actually. And on the Amavasya we can offer Shraddha and Pinda, Tarapana
Yeah, yeah,
to the
yeah, yeah.
departed soul.
It is.
So what does
Yes,
that mean? That means that you are offering Vishnu Prasad to the soul who was part of your family. Now he is in some other planet.
yes,
Okay. Now this Vishnu Prasad, when it goes to that, then he gets pious credits so that he can advance in his um, evolution of getting new bodies in the wherever he is. So basically you're taking care of that soul even if he has departed, hmm, by providing it some piety, some punya, so that it gets new body if it is not getting new body, so that it gets food in whichever body it is. So if the legacy is not there, then this pinda and all that won't be there. And then
mm,
who will give that soul? That soul will fall down more. This was one of the greatest concern of Arjuna. So many young people will die. Who will give this pinda and all that then?
mm.
Right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. He uses the word pindo only. See, pindot ka kriya.
Indo the Kriya.
Hmm. They will die, and then another kind of people will come who won't follow all these things. Like in today's world, we see, right? No more. Some people just don't want to follow pindot ka kriya. So, so the soul, let's say it is stuck in some body. It needs food. It needs that. How do you take care of all this? You can take care. The Vedic system provides this pindadan. If it is done on a particular day, the soul gets benefit of it wherever it is. So it will all get stopped. So that's how also legacy is very important. Okay. That's why in the Shastras so much importance is given to legacy. It is not just this life, but in the next life also you get benefit. Okay. I just wanted to put some more insight into that. Now, another word used here is Rajrishi. Rajrishi, it has multiple meanings. One is it is a rishi and he's a raja. Rishi means he's sadhu. He's a wise, very knowledgeable personality, and he is an administrator also, a king. This two combination is very amazing combination. Sometimes when we see that there is only administrator, so because if he is only administrator, na, he will only focus on administration. He will only focus on expansion and getting the work done, only on the material aspects of life. But Rishi will see for the spiritual aspects. Okay, so we don't want a Raja who is neglecting spiritual assets. Okay, we want a Raja to be Raj Rishi. He will take care of both material and spiritual. That is one meaning. Second meaning is Raj Rishi means magnanimous attitude. Magnanimous. They were great people and they did great things. What is the great thing that they did? See, they were rishis. They already had perfected their lives. They already knew spiritual life, everything. They could have easily gone to Jnana path, that is, leave everything, take sannyas, which they do after some time. But they could have done it earlier, but they didn't do. Why? Because they knew the path of Karma Yoga. And one other thing of Karma Yoga is even if you are self realized, but to set a good example for the common people who are not self realized, one should perform Karma Yoga. So even though they had very easy path to Jnana path and then leave everything, go to forest, they didn't do that. They thought about the welfare of the people, Loka Sangraha, by following Karma Yoga path. In that way, they are magnanimous. Are you getting? In that way, they are magnanimous. It was not needed for them. They had already self-realized, but no, they wanted to set a good example. So one of the thing of Karma Yoga is Loka Sangraha, which is benefit of the people. So for the benefit of the people, they became magnanimous. Okay. Now, Karma Yoga is summarized by Krishna himself in the 18th chapter, 46th verse. Yatah pravritti bhutanam yena sarvamidam tatam swakarmanam tam abhyacharya siddhim vindati manavah. Swakarmana. By your own work, you can achieve siddhim, perfection. So you can achieve moksha by this your performing work. So, but how? Yata pravarti bhutanam yena sarvavidam tatam. By worship of the Lord, who is the source of all beings and who's all pervading, a man can attain perfection through performing his own work.
15-20 मिनट कितनी देर में करते हैं?
I will just put you to mute. Okay, you're muted. So this karma yoga knowledge, common man didn't knew. So in that perspective, it is destroyed. Some great devotees like Bhishma, Vidura, they knew about these things. So it is not completely destroyed. It is for the common man, it is completely destroyed. Okay, third verse. स एवायं मया ते आद्य योगः प्रोक्त पुरातनः भक्तोऽसि मे चे सखा चेति रहस्यम् इति हि एतात् उत्तमम्. This very ancient science of relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as friend and can therefore understand transcendental mystery of the science. So here Ramanacharya he gives some more points. So he says Sa Evaya. Sa Evaya means you are connecting this knowledge to a previous event. So what was the previous event? That he gave this knowledge to Vivaswan, Surya God, Surya Devata. That is Sa Evaya. And he tells Arjuna, I am going to tell you because you are two. One is Bhakta and your Sakha. What does Bhakta means? Bhakta means, so he defines. Bhakta means he reads Shastra, he understands the glories and nature of Krishna and then start bhakti towards him. That is a Bhakta. But Arjuna is not just a Bhakta. He is a Sakha also. Very, very intimate with the Lord. How intimate? There are many instances. Krishna always came to save the Pandavas, right? He became the charioteer of Arjuna. Okay, I will become your driver. Let's say your friend becomes your driver and he drives you around. Is it due to some salary or it is due to friendship? Yes. If a friend decides I will drive you, is it due to salary or is it due to some friendship, intimacy?
Friendship,
Of course, it's
intimacy,
friendship.
intimacy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is intimacy. So Krishna became the charioteer of Arjuna. And many other stories. When Durvasa Muni came, that time Krishna came to save the Pandavas. So many. And very nice pastime is there in Mahabharata where Sanjaya sees that Krishna, Satyabhama, Arjuna, and Draupadi they are all sitting. Where they are sitting? On the same bed. On one bed, four people. Who? Krishna, Satyabhama, Arjuna, Draupadi. And how they were sitting? So Krishna is lying down and his feet is on the lap of Satyabhama, his wife. Arjuna is also lying down. But where is his head? His head is on the lap of Krishna. And where are his legs? On the lap of Draupadi. And they are all sitting in this one position. Can you imagine this happens only with intimate people? Hmm? Like sometimes if you remember your childhood, let's say your cousins come, then you become very intimate with them, right? They will sleep in your room only, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And
Yes, Prabhuji.
till late in the night they'll be talking with each other, singing, dancing, so many things, right? So
Yes.
that kind of intimacy Arjuna had for Krishna. He was so intimate. Now Arjuna asked these questions which we will discuss next time. He says Vivaswan was born before you. You and me are of similar age. At the time of war, this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. At that time, Arjuna's age was almost 80, 90. And Krishna's also age is also 80, 90. And you are talking about sun god. Sun is there before we took birth and much, much, much before. How is that you told him this knowledge? How I am to understand? So Krishna says, I can remember all my knowledge, or my previous life. Arjuna, you cannot. And then he says few verses which are very famous verses. यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अद्भुत्यानाम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्. I appear again and again to establish dharma which common people have lost. परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. To kill the miscreants and to protect the dharmic people, I appear millennium after millennium. Okay. Any question, any comment at this point? Anyone has any question or comment? Any question, any comment? No? Okay. So we will stop here for